Good afternoon, brothers and guests. It is our pleasure this afternoon to present Delta Upsilon's Sloan-Kettering Award of Merit in Business, and this is one of several this weekend. This award is named after Brother Alfred Sloan, Technology 1885, and Charles Kettering, Ohio State 1904, both who had groundbreaking careers with General Motors and founded the world-class cancer research facility Sloan-Kettering Institute. Today, John and I are personally thrilled to present this award to a deserving businessman, our chapter brother, Thomas Darcy, San Diego State 73. Tom has had more than 45 years of experience in finance and accounting. He's a director, co-founder, retired executive vice president, and chief financial officer of Tokagen, which is a biopharmaceutical company pursuing discovery, development, and commercialization of novel products for the treatment of cancer. Tom also serves as director and chairman of Audit Committee of Lytix, a private technology company that is a global leader in video telematics and safety services for commercial and public transportation sectors. Prior to co-founding Tokagen, Brother Darcy served as executive vice president, chief financial officer of Science Applications International Corporation, which we all know as SAIC in San Diego. He's a former director of McAfee. Prior to that, Tom had a 27-year career with the accounting firm of PricewaterhouseCoopers, where he served as managing partner of both the West and Southwest Region Audit and Business Advisory Services Technology Practices, as well as being managing partner of the San Diego office. Tom developed PwC's first professional education course on initial public offerings, co-authored the firm's companion handbook, Taking Your Company Public. Tom graduated from San Diego State University with a degree in accounting and completed the UCLA Anderson Graduate School Advanced Executive Program, Competing in the Global Environment. Brother Darcy's community activities, including serving on the San Diego State College Business Advisory Board, include that, and he also served on the board of the San Diego County YMCA, the Economic Development Corporation of San Diego, Biocom San Diego, the San Diego Space and Science Foundation, and more. Tom is a past officer of both the Delta Upsilon San Diego State Chapter Alumni Association and the Del Mar Little League. Brother Little.
Thank you. DU salutes those who have achieved success in life, but not just in business, science, education, and medicine, but in setting an example of values and lifestyle that embody the principles on which DU was founded. Now more than ever, our society and culture needs these men and women to bring us back to the core values and to give direction to the future and to bring honor to DU. And Tom is such a brother. I have had the pleasure of knowing him for, wait for it, over 50 years. Tom was born 3 days before I was. We went to the same high school in Coronado and just had our 50th high school reunion. I was on the track team with him and soundly beat him in the sprints for years. And he's a man of integrity, so he will not deny that. 4 of us from Coronado went to San Diego State in 1968, and all 4 pledged to DU. We stayed in contact for the last 50 years, and he moved recently with his wife a half a mile away from my wife and I, where our main discussion include what is more important, world peace or our grandkids. I know the man, and he's the real deal. In 1970s, he was the DU treasurer and president of our house. He's highly skilled. He's other-directed. He's friendly. He was the friendliest in high school, and he's the friendliest now, and that's one of our principles. He pursues justice and fairness. He works for big-time companies and clients, and he's on the board of companies that make a difference. He's making San Diego State better through donations and on committees as he gives back, as does his wife, Jan. Currently, he is organizing and implementing a strategic plan for our local alumni because it is needed, because he can do it, because he cares, and because he's a DU. And he has humility. He did not want to accept this award unless he could speak to you now and give a session later. And that's because as the older we get, the more we realize that we do not need acknowledgments and awards for what we do, because you'll find out, men, that virtue is its own reward as you grow up. You would do well to grab a few minutes with him or to go to his session. He is another reason why Bruce and I greatly value DU and what it does. Please welcome our good friend and brother, Tom Darcy.
Wow. Most of that's really just because I'm really old now. So, but thank you, Bruce and John, and thank you very much to our entire fraternity for this very prestigious award that, quite frankly, came as a complete surprise to me. I'm extremely honored to be included with the other awardees that are here, and I will definitely always treasure this Sloan-Kettering Award of Merit in Business. I'm actually not quite sure how I got here. I think a couple other awardees have mentioned that. But it feels like during one's career, you're so focused on building your organization, helping your people, helping your customers, helping your clients succeed that you don't really ever take stock in all the wonderful experiences you've had yourself in doing so. And receiving this award certainly caused me to stop and reflect on that. And it didn't take me very long to immediately realize that Delta Upsilon and embracing our 4 founding principles has played a very large part in whatever successes I've had in business and in my personal life. It's the real deal. My first real exposure to business started as an undergraduate with my roles as the house manager, which those of you who have that job know that's somewhat thankless. The treasurer, and that one's tough too because you're collecting the dues, and the president of our growing San Diego State University chapter. In addition to the bonds of brotherhood that we built there, and you really heard that from 2 of our just most amazing alumni in the entire fraternity, serving in those roles provided an invaluable business education and foundation for the start of my career. Working side by side with my DU brothers, we experienced together the pride and the rewards of, as well as the somewhat of the challenges and the frustrations of building a successful chapter. Together we learned so many business lessons, by the way, all derivatives of our 4 founding principles. And they were equally applicable throughout my career. Lessons such as no one of us is as smart as all of us, and that really listening and respecting each other's views leads to better decision making. Or that the only way one builds trust is to do what you say you will do and to do it in a highly ethical manner. People really do only want to work with people, work and depend on people they can trust. We learned the critical importance of being supportive of each other in building our organization and in our personal lives. And even as Rick Holland said so eloquently Thursday, when you go, then go all in. Going all in with passion through successes and failures drives a true ownership mentality, which is a huge motivator for continued success in building a chapter or any organization. There were so many more lessons we learned, but I'll just stop and say that what we learned building our DU chapter also definitely made a difference during my own job interviewing process my senior year. My DU experience and my membership absolutely contributed to my first job offer with PwC, which of course was then just Price Waterhouse, not to mention the recommendation letter I received from then alumni chapter advisor Robert Gage. I know Michelle Marchand held a session earlier today on leveraging your DU experience when launching your career, and I would say if you didn't attend it, go find her, get all the tips, I know firsthand from being both on the buying side and the selling side of recruiting professionals that our DU experience will make a difference when you're trying to go out and get your first career opportunity. My DU college experience was also responsible for launching my post-college fraternity life. I met my wife, Jan, a Pi Phi, through DU, and Jan is here today. Nothing in my professional career would have been possible without her incredible support of me and our entire family throughout our almost 45 years of marriage. We've raised 3 wonderful children, now with their own wonderful children, largely because Jan has definitely owned the leadership role in our family. In fact, she's also owned the chief financial officer role. And now that I'm really thinking about it, there should be an award of merit for Jan. So thank you, Jan. It's true. So I've stayed engaged with and supported Delta Upsilon in both formal and informal ways throughout my entire career. As was mentioned a few minutes ago, it is all of our responsibilities to do so. The return on investment is enormous throughout your entire life on so many levels. Our brotherhood is very special, and the friends you make in our fraternity are truly friends for life. I'm particularly appreciative of those friends and brothers who are here from our San Diego chapter today because of their extraordinary leadership in the support of our chapter and Delta Upsilon International. I'm very proud to say we have 12 actives, 7 alumni, and even 5 alumni wives here today. So it's just wonderful. And I've had the pleasure lately of working quite a bit with the alumni brothers, as they mentioned, and as we think about how to go to the next level and create a world-class alumni support organization of the future for our chapter. And the passion, the dedication, the ownership, and the selfless time commitment of our alumni leaders just working in this project is absolutely amazing. So just awesome guys. So thank you very much again for this extremely prestigious award. I'm truly honored and really look forward to my breakout session next. And I hope in that session to share some leadership lessons learned in building a cancer life sciences company from startup through becoming a public company. I hope we all are able to take what we've learned at this amazing conference back to our chapters and apply them towards the success of our lives, our chapter's growth, and our entire fraternity, and particularly as we lead our way through some of these difficult but very solvable problems that are facing us and the entire Greek system right now. As actives and alumni, the long-term success of this extraordinary fraternity that is truly building better men depends, and better communities, depends on us to do so. So again, thank you very much.